I'm sure everyone in this room has smelled the scent of smoking before. It's super distinct and potent. I remember when I was younger, I lived in condos, and you know, their walls are very thin, very close together, and my next door neighbor smoked cigarettes. To this day, I remember the scent of cigarettes coming through my vents. If any of you in the room smoke, have you considered the negative effects smoking inflicts on the body? If you haven't, smoking causes 1 in 5 deaths every year. I can inform you about the negative effects smoking inflicts on the body. Smoking damages almost every body system and improves the likelihood of developing several cancers. Smoking causes systemic issues in the body. Smoking can lead to cancer. Smoking has the ability to take a life. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, in 2020, the U.S. had more than 16 million Americans living with disease linked to smoking. According to Bass Medical Group, besides lungs that are impacted, smoking can damage the heart, lead to cancer, cause problems with your teeth, sexual reproduction, weakened immune system, and can also decline. Here are other problems that smoking inflicts on the body. So your mood stimulation, anxiety and irritability, smelly hair, unhealthy teeth, bronchitis, persistent coughing, heart disease, high cholesterol, immune system, infertility, early menopause, poor vision, dull sense of smell and taste, lung cancer, constricted blood vessels, COPD, loss of appetite, yellow fingers, cervical cancer, wrinkly skin, erectile dysfunction, diabetes complications, blood clotting, problems with pregnancy and newborns, cancer connection, and increased risk of blood cancer. Medical News Today reports that the lungs are the most significant organ impacted by smoking. It turns them gray instead of pink, hyperinflated, and the diaphragm shape will be altered. As you can see, the one on the left, the diaphragm sits lower than the one on the right. And this is also another picture. This is a healthy lung, and this is an infected lung from smoking. As you can see, the healthy one appears a lot more pink, and it just looks healthier, and then the one on the left is going to be darker because of smoking. While the lungs are the most affected, it's important to recognize the other parts of the body that are harmed. According to WebMD, joints, skin, eyes, gums, and brain are all areas that can all be damaged as well. Smoking can lead to cancer. According to WebMD, smoking increases the chances of other cancers developing. A U.S. Surgeon General declared that there are 100 different kinds of cancer and 12 result from smoking. The 12 types are mouth and throat, voice box, which is your larynx, esophagus, lung, acute myeloid leukemia, liver, stomach, pancreas, kidney, colon and rectum, bladder, and cervical cancer. On the report of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, cancer results from exposure to carcinogens developing over the DNA replication. The carcinogens damage the DNA and the cell cannot recover, resulting in cancer. It's hard to reverse the chances of getting cancer by smoking, but if you quit, according to WebMD, just 5 years after quitting, digestive and urinary cancer chances decrease by half. So, smoking has the ability to take a life. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, smoking kills 480,000 people every year. So this is the amount of deaths: lung cancer, heart disease, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which is COPD, which I referenced before, and then stroke, other cancers, and other diagnoses. You can see that cancer is one of the leading causes of death every year. A study conducted by National Library of Medicine: for every 1 cigarette, 11 minutes is shaved off a life. For every 20 packs, 3 hours and 40 minutes is taken off a life. And for every 200 cigarettes, which is a whole carton, it reduces life by 1.5 days. Comparing male and female nationwide smoking, 14 in 100 men smoke, 11 in 100 women smoke cigarettes. Referencing the previous data, that means 20% of these men and women will die from smoking. As specified by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, smoking is the top cause for avoidable disease, disability, and death. Someone who doesn't smoke lives longer than someone who does by 10 years. Smoking causes systemic issues in the body. It damages almost every organ, and the body faces irreparable damage. Smoking can lead to cancer. Lung cancer is the most common type of cancer resulting from smoking, but others can develop as well. Smoking has the ability to take a life. Sometimes the effects are too far gone, resulting in death from smoking cigarettes. Smoking reduces the quality and span of life due to carcinogens. In accordance with the Surgeon General report in the National Library of Medicine, there are over 60 carcinogens in one single puff of cigarettes. This one puff will have long-lasting disturbances to the human body.